What does it mean to be able to tell your own story after the world has told it for you? Can you even trust yourself to tell the story objectively or truthfully after time and distance has sort of hazed your memories over and after you too have heard the public versions of your story? Those are some questions that this incredible book brings up, and it's not a new book. It is called How to Be Eaten by Maria Adelman. It came out in 2022, but I just read it, and I think it's like my favorite thing I've read this year. My name is Liz. I'm a librarian. I'm a storyteller. I love fairy tales, and I've been on like a content break for a while because I've been pretty burned out, and in the meantime, I've been reading a lot and reading a bunch of fairy tale stuff. And I was like, wait a minute, why am I not telling my followers and who else wants to listen about what I've been reading, especially when it's as good as this. So this is an incredible modern fairy tale retelling that imagines these five women who do not know each other, and they are brought together by this mysterious email they receive, in which a person is inviting them to be a part of a support group to process a very public trauma. Like the thing they have in common is they've all gone through a traumatic event that was very publicized. And the characters will seem quite familiar to you. For example, one of them, it was the wife of someone who turned out to be a notorious serial killer of his other girlfriends. One of them is a girl who survived a wolf attack. One of them is a young woman who found her Prince Charming, if you will, on a reality show with a bunch of other contestants, etc., etc. One of the women, you don't know what her fairy tale is until the end, and that's a delight to learn. But for some reason, someone has brought these people together. A very nice, handsome young man who wants them to revise their stories to recontextualize them from their own point of view after reality TV, after true crime media, after whoever has established their wild stories on their own. And he has his own agenda for it, which I will also not get into because it's a fun thing to discover. I really loved it. It's there's like so many modern fairy tale retellings, but I thought this one did a really good job of not only like modernizing the fairy tales in a way that like is fun and quippy and and clever, but also really is really the perfect type of retellings for the themes that this author is putting forth. I think if you like reality TV, if you like true crime and you like fairy tales, this kind of brings it together in a really satisfying way. And the five women have very distinct characters. They're all really delightful to get to know. So yeah, you should read this if you haven't already. You may have because it made a big splash when it came out. I'm not like uncovering a book that no one ever heard of. It was like an NPR Best Book of the Year. It got starred reviews all over the place. How to Be Eaten by Maria Adelman. I loved it, and I think you'll love it too.